Let us pray. Father, in heaven, we thank you so very much. Thank you for how far you have led us from last Sunday till today. It has been a week, a tense week in our nation. It has been a traumatizing week. It has been a week that so many people, their hearts failed them. So many things went wrong in Nigeria. But Lord, you have kept us. So many people lost their lives. So many people are injured now. They are still nursing their injury. So many are in the mortuary. But it has pleased you to keep us alive. And for that, Lord God Almighty, we are grateful. Thank you for our families, our children, our spouses, the works of our hands, what we do for living. Father, thank you for the great people you have put in our way, on our ways. Thank you for being God and God in our situation and in our circumstance. Today, we have come to continue from where we stopped last Sunday, the 21 principles for a health plan. We have done the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. Today, we are starting from the fifth. We ask you, oh God, for speed, that we can accomplish much more than we did last Sunday. In the name of Jesus. Thank you for all the people that viewed the broadcast. Thank you for all the people that learned one or two things from it, and they began to work towards a better them. Father, I thank you for how far you have also helped me. This is our episode 176. Lord, we are grateful. We are not mindful, or we are not unmindful of what you have done. Thank you. This is the first Sunday in the month of March. Father, I thank you specifically, oh God, today makes it exactly 2 months that my sister was laid to rest. Thank you for the successful funeral. Thank you because of all that you have done. Thank you because I know that everything will turn to our good in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Abba Father. For in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yes, thank you so very much. I am grateful to God Almighty. Thank you for thanking him for how he has led us throughout the week. It has been a most traumatizing week. I don't know about you, but about myself, it hasn't been a good week, but God has been faithful. Last week, I don't want to waste our time. Last week, we began to talk on 21 principles for a holistic health plan. You know, in anything and everything you do, you must always have a plan. If you don't have a plan for your life, they say if you fail to plan, then you are ultimately planning to fail. I thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Dr.Favour Afoma. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos 12 years ago. And in 2017, the Lord called me to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And in 2018, he gave us the Okufu Challenge as a program we run in the ministry. And in 2019, he told me to start this program, Great Life with Dr. Afoma. He said that is the name, just Great Life with Dr. Afoma. It's not a must that I am the anchor all the time. At times, most of you that have been following me, most times you see I bring people. So anytime I'm led to bring somebody to talk to us, I bring somebody. This week will mark Women's Week, World International Women's Day. And it's always marked on March 8th. So it will be done on Wednesday. So now emphasis is on women. That's not even why I wore pink. It's just coincidental. Because I was looking for a dress that has head tie, that I will tie out the head. That's why. So, but as women, I want to encourage us before we go into the other principles. I don't know if you can hear me clearly and you can see me. Please, can you indicate by typing a 1 in the chat box? Just type 1 in the chat box. Somebody was telling me that she doesn't know when they say type 1, she doesn't know how to type. And I thought somebody has taught her. The way to respond is, if you look at your phone, you will see me on mute, start video, participants, chat, reactions, click on chat. If you click on chat, you will see a provision where when they say type this, you type that and post it. That's the way it is done. You know, technology is nobody's mate. For those of us that have children that are advanced in technology, we know that most of the things you learned on phone, they taught you. So don't hesitate to solicit the help of your children when it comes to certain things that has to do with technology. Don't be ashamed to ask them. After all, you vetted them and you sent them to school. So it's good that they are utilizing the money you've spent. You are utilizing the money you spent on them. So I sincerely thank you so very much for joining me tonight. As women, I want you to prioritize your life. How do I need and what do I need? When I was growing up, it wasn't by design. It was just coincidental. I checked the lives of women around me, and I found out that many women around me, they were struggling. Many were not financially stable, independent. They were basically depending on their husbands for their livelihood and many of the things they did. And that brought, it brought some questions around their lives. Number one, they don't do what they want to do. They don't go where they want to go to. They don't even eat what they want to eat. They don't wear what they want to wear. Number one, why? Financially, they were not capable of doing so. So I encourage each and every woman. I have a daughter. One of the things I said I will not allow my daughter to do is for my daughter to get married and be dependent on the husband for finances. Because I did. I was dependent on my husband because I didn't have a job. He married me when I was off school. And practically, my life was dependent on him. My buying brazier, my buying pants, I wasn't earning any money. So I'm not saying that it costs across everybody, but I'm telling you 98%. Because when I did my master's degree in 2005, I wrote a thesis on marriage, marital satisfaction, and marital satisfaction and fulfillment, something like that. I found out that many women were in those marriages. Sure, 98% of women were in those marriages, not because they were enjoying the marriages, but because of their children. And I found out that most women, when they struggle to get their children to school or see them through school, struggling, a woman can wear just two pieces of pants in a year. But you see the children looking very well. Some are even struggling to get those things for the husband. But when I did that interview, because I conducted one-on-one questionnaire, and before I collect the questionnaire, I will still ask them, I do interview. They were in the marriages because of their children. I'm not talking about marriage tonight. What I'm talking about is week, International Women's Day. This is a recurrent decimal and it's very, very wrong. Every time you come on set, your mic is always up. It's a very, 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 very bad mark. So I wasn't talking, I didn't want to talk about marriage, but I'm talking about women prioritizing their lives. you will see a man, the wife may die 2 years or 1 year later. The man will remarry. Or you see a woman lost the husband at 25 or 30, she will struggle through with her children. By the time she's getting to 50 something, if she's not careful, she'll begin to come down with diseases. And if she's unlucky that those children don't have compassion on the effort she has made, nobody will take care of her. Many of them die because of anguish. I have a friend who were in my church before, Christian Pentecostal Mission headquarters at Jawa State. This lady, she's not married. She's not married up till now. She became my friend because of my daughter, because that was when we came in from Onitsha. So my daughter, I was carrying, she was still breastfeeding. So when we come to church, because she has beautiful hair, I will put bowls. So this woman will always come. We usually stay together during Bible study on Wednesday. So on Sunday, she'll just come and take my baby, take her bag, take her small chair. I don't know where she takes her, but before our pastor, Reverend O. Ezekiel, we say, let's say the goodness, she will return my baby to me and her bag. So we became friends because of that, my daughter. I watched her life. Somehow she didn't marry, and all of a sudden she took in. By the time I met her again, because I left CPM in 1999, that was about how many years now? But she still kept stab. So the next time I saw her, she wasn't walking straight. So I queried her, what could be the problem? She said she had some health challenges. From there, I was encouraging her, giving her little support. Then the next time I called her, she told me she had gone to the village, that the people helping her said they were tired, and she went to the village. So one day she called me. I'm telling you because I'm a woman and I'm telling us what women go through. And she told me she's dying of hunger, that that she's not as mobile, because she was a hardworking woman. She took care of herself when she was here in Lagos. So then I didn't have much, but I told her, no, anytime it is like that, tell me, call me. So from that was 2020, that COVID time. But by God's grace, every time she calls me, I will give her something. At a point, I said, no, she doesn't need to call me. So every month, I will send her money. Every month, I told God, I will place her on salary. As long as she's living, I'll place her on salary. Although it's not too much money, like hundred, but let her always have in her heart that Sister Afoma will bring this money, and this money is for my feeding. So I've been doing that religiously to the glory of God. You know, when you are doing something here, somebody is doing it for you. Somebody on this chat, on this our site, since 2020 or so, 2021, she has been giving me money for data, for running this program, Great Life with Dr. Afoma. She has been paying me 5,000. Suddenly last week, I saw 10,000. So I called her, said maybe she made a mistake. And she's a woman. She said no, that she decided to take it up to 10,000. I just smiled. You know why I smiled? What you sow is what you reap. Always sow good seed. It will come back to you. This lady I was telling us, I was paying her 20,000 every month. So this year, I said no, I will increase that money to 25,000. And I called her, I said, please, at times, when it's the end of the month, I don't remember, I don't have a PA, so many things in my head. So I asked her last year, can we do it like this? Can I give you the money for the whole year once so that I don't forget? Or can I give it to you every 6 months or every 3 months? And to tell you how challenging this situation is she can't even go to the bank to get the money. Somebody has to get it for her. So you have to jump the hurdle of who do you trust to give her the money. So I will be giving her this money. Christmas, I will double it. I will even triple it. I will tell her this is for Christmas. So this year, this day, 2023, I said to her, yeah, after giving her money for Christmas. So I said to her, you see what we'll do? Let's do it like this. Either I pay you the money for the whole year, or I give you for 6 months or just tell me what you want. So she told me 6 months would be better for her instead of that 1 year, that I should pay her for January to June. Then the next one I'll pay her is July to December. And there is a lady, excuse me, because I was using her, the nephew to give her this money. You know, the children don't know that things are hard. At times, you will call the guy, did you receive the money? He will not even answer you. So at a point, I told her last year, I won't use that your nephew. Get a friend near where you are. You can trust. I can be sending this money. Anybody you can trust. So she gave me one woman's name. So the woman gave me the husband's account details. So this year again, at times I will send her the money. I will give the woman 5,000. I say, I beg for the data, I be for the bank charge, something like that, or transportation. So this year, I sent her, she told me to give her 6 months. So I calculated that money and I sent it to her for 6 months. So when I sent that money to her, I put 5,000 on it. I told that woman I usually send it to the husband because I will copy her. She herself, she doesn't even have WhatsApp. I will copy the receipt to her and I will tell her for sister, so, Dr.Favour for sister, so. So the woman will respond to me. She said, I have not seen your kind of person. You see why I'm telling us this? Women, we need to help one another. Don't be a party to tearing a fellow woman down. Don't be a party to women go through a lot. Women, they struggle a lot. A man can bring 10 naira and leave the house. He knew very well that that money may not be enough. But a woman will go out of her way to make sure that that money, she will manage it. She may go hungry for her children to eat. I don't know how many of us we have seen hen, mother hen, bring food for her children. The way she will sit back and watch those chicks eat. That's it with a woman. So I want you to celebrate you, prioritize you. Don't make you a second option. Don't have an alternative to you. That's why I tell women, as much as it could, you can do it. Don't depend on your children for your life. I'm telling you the gospel truth. The generation that I will be 57 this year. The generation from 60 down, they are not the same from 70 to this time. This generation, they are self-centered, whether you want to believe it or not. The kind of affection we showed our parents is not what we are seeing now. The kind of labor we helped, they are not even ready to suffer, this generation, just few of them. So as we celebrate International Women's Day, I want you to celebrate you. You can go to any place that day. Even if it's not that Wednesday, go and relax. Enjoy your life. You know, when people say enjoyment, they think it's just going to hotel. If you don't have money to go to Ibis Royal or this one, you can go to one park. Just relax. You can just go and take something you have not been taking before. Maybe you can take ice cream. Or you can just go and buy yourself one beautiful earring. I tell women, if you want to buy, stop buying costume earrings, something that doesn't have value. I'm telling you the gospel truth. I've seen a woman train her children through university with her jewelry. The husband died. She was not doing anything, but she accumulated a lot with her husband. So she began to put these things out. She would go and sell it, pay for her children's school fees. As I'm telling you, one of her daughters is in England now, managing her life. So you see, women, you need to celebrate you. That's why I celebrate me. You see me, I love me. When people look at me, they will be wondering, what kind of woman is this? I told my children from the beginning, I will not depend on you on my old age. God will make a way for me that I will keep things that I will relax on as I'm aging. If I need to travel, I travel on my own expense. If you want to give me something, that's fine and good. But let it not be that my Coca-Cola. No, let me not use something that I don't want. If I want to chew carrot, I will ask you for money. It's not okay, because if you are dependent on your children, there is a big disadvantage. You can hardly tell them the truth. It happened to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, at a point, she was not doing the right thing. So I accosted her. She told me that she knew that what she was saying was not right. But I have seen that it's the children that give her money. That if she tells them this thing now, they will stop giving her money. And she doesn't have anything she wants to eat. So that's why she always dances to their tune. Hey. Meanwhile, this same woman told me before this time, she has told me long time ago that one of the things I shouldn't do in the family is to stay without doing something. That let it never be heard that I am doing nothing. That let me be doing something that will be giving me money, no matter how little. She told me this. So later, when she said the other thing, I can relate with it very well. I knew she wasn't lying. She was. Who is this? I
want to give this.
I knew she wasn't lying because she had already told me to always ensure that I have something doing. So women, if you're a man in this program, help your wife, help your mother. If your mother is still alive, celebrate your mother. It's not only Okande, Mother's Sunday. Ensure that you call your mother on the phone. That woman has suffered. Who said, can she be added? I don't know what the co-hosts. Let me even make other people co-hosts. That's when people don't come early, I don't make them co-hosts. That's one. I had to remove that man because he always, I don't know whether it's a man or a woman, he always comes and makes noise with the mic open. So you see, celebrate you. Celebrate you. You see, when I see women die in marriages, you know what pains me? What usually pains me is that if these people knew the kind of destinies hanging on them, they will fight. They will fight to stay alive. I don't know how many of us saw something that happened. Is it on Thursday or Wednesday? A man in Kwara State, Ilorin, a police officer, police sergeant also, he drove in his Toyota Corolla to a school that's presumably the child's school. Maybe the wife took the child. I don't know whether it's love or wife. But what we heard is that the wife, that lady just took the child there. The man followed suit. All of a sudden, they were talking. By the time you knew it, the man drew the AK-47 because he was a police officer at the chest of the lady. The lady just fell and died. The man turned the gun on his neck, bam, part of his head blew off. And people were wondering. The people that knew them said that they were living, they just hired an apartment. He doesn't know whether it's side chick or the wife. Nobody knew. But you see, domestic violence is very real. And you ever ask a woman that is under domestic violence or abuse to remain. You are not helping her. Okay, this woman had died. Remember, they brought a child. That child has been rendered an orphan for life. But they will take him, or they take him or her to orphanage. Like that. You see, the death of that woman now, in particular, will affect the life of that child, whether you believe it or not. So women, celebrate you, love you. Things may not be okay. Everything may not, things may be happening around you. I tell people, the last thing you allow around your life is pity. Anybody that knows me too well, I am not an object of pity, no matter what I go through. I never, and you don't play pity party around me, because it reduces your strength. It reduces your capacity. It makes you less who you are. We are resilient people. We are courageous people. You see a woman with pregnancy, she'll be jumping bus from Ijegu to Lagos Island. How much would they be paying her? 70,000, 100,000. With pregnancy, all the discomfort. She will come back. She will cook for the husband. The husband will demand sex in the night. All this day in, day out. Theater, she'll go to push. If pushing is not possible, she'll go to CS. She'll still breastfeed. She'll still work to napkin. She will say, oh, yeah. Celebrate you. There is no two yous. You see you. Nobody can be you. You see me. Afoma, nobody can be me. And I can't be you. So this is our week. They say equality. I'm not struggling equality with anybody. What I want to do is freedom. I want financial freedom. I want to sleep when I want to sleep. I want to wake up when I want to wake up. I want to wear what I love. I want to eat what I want. Today, what I ate salad. Around evening, I just ate small eba. I won't eat again till the next day. That's my choice. So, a woman posted, what's this woman's name? Okonjo Iweala, Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, leaning on the husband. So she wrote, how many men can stand with their wives for such worldwide position and honor? How many men can be satisfied that their wives are in the forefront? I wrote back, because she posted it, she's my friend on Facebook. I told her, very few, because some see their wives as competitors. If you marry a man that's a competitor to you, you are in semi-hell. That's why you have to clear your eyes when your daughters are getting married. Don't rush them. Don't rush your daughters. You know you are covering a whole lot of things for your children not to know what you are going through, but don't allow the cycle to continue. Let your children finish school. Let them get a job. After school is not marriage. I used to tell people will think her own is too much. After NYSC, they have passed out now. The next thing is job. No, either job or skill, career, something. It's not marriage. Because in the moment you marry and you are lucky, you get married to a competitor or to a narcissist, that's the end. You saw what happened to Osinachi, the gospel singer. She was the breadwinner. She was the one that does everything. Even the shirt the husband was wearing. Yet, she was subjected to a human treatment. And because of what the society will say, because of what the church will say, because of what people will say, today she's no more. She's no more. And the children, they are half orphans because the government is still holding their father. And these children can't even go back to the man because of the trauma they went through. So a woman, please tell yourself, I will be alive. And why will you be alive? You are not only alive to take care of your children, be alive to take care of you. Take care of you. At times, go and buy that expensive something, wear it. At times, go to that holiday. Leave the house behind. Now, I'm coming. And you can only do that when you have your capacity financially. You can't be going to somebody giving you money for pad and for pants. I want to go to Rwanda to have holiday. Just look at you, you are not serious. Don't live your life dependent on a man. It's not right. Some people will take, I'm telling you, equality is not to struggle with a man over this or that. No. Just know what you want. Go to school. Make sure you go to school. Once you get educated, somehow you are emancipated. You are liberated. But once you are not educated, the only option you have, juju, start doing jazz to manipulate things. But if you do what you're supposed to do, that's why I tell women, disease from unholy alliance with Ashebi. A man said something today, I saw on Facebook. One Dr. Bawo, he said, every time you are talking about Igbo, you say your father's land to Igbos, and you use the money to spray Wasu where he's dancing. Tomorrow you say Igbos do this. Stop selling your father's property. And that thing touched me. That thing touched me. Stop living a life, follow life. You want to belong. You want to be with them. You see me? I am myself. I am myself. I don't follow anybody go anywhere. I say no without feeling guilty. You do this, I won't. Please, can you meet Jalili Mojimo? Doctor, please, can you meet your mic? It's my colleague in Unilag. I think he's an Air Force man, because he has a PhD. So thank you for joining. So you see, celebrate the woman in your life. If you're a woman, celebrate you. Buy good cream. Don't go to Oshodi to mix cream that will burn your skin. Go and get good moisturizer. Go buy good perfume. Buy good deodorant. Wear good hair. Don't wear hair that you wear. You look like one monk. Wear something that you know that it may not be too expensive, but wear what enhances you. Wear what makes you happy. Your happiness is, so many people's lives are dependent on you. When I was getting married, my dad told my husband, he who raised a male child raised an individual, but he that raised a female child, a girl child, raised a nation. So you are, see, we are womb of a man, woman. So many destinies. We are, no matter how great a man is, a woman bettered him. So I want you to celebrate you. I want you to love you. I want you to be proud of you. I want you to always pamper yourself, prioritize your life, give yourself massage. You know, when I tell you, 2 days ago, I had a massage session. You just relax. By the time your body will, you relax. Suffer head, no good. Poverty is not honorable. Anybody that will tell you that to live poor, is not humility. There are two different things. I've seen rich people that are humble. I've seen poor people that are proud. In their poverty, they are still proud. They do it like this. So please celebrate you. Buy good jewelry. Stop buying costume. When they bring it to you, tell them, I love them. They are beautiful. But if you are buying something that, if anything happens, you can take it back and you can sell it at even a higher price. That's investment. Many of us think that jewelry is for fashion alone. It's also for investment. It's also for investment. But if you buy costume, by the time you know it, some will be disengaging in your boxes. Some will be changing color in your boxes. But if you buy gold, diamond, all those stuff, you take it back, you see it, you recover your money to do something else. So women, if you know that you will take care of yourself, put a 2 on the chart. Let's continue from where we stopped last week. Take care of you. Life has no duplicate. Life has no duplicates. Life has no duplicates. Yes. Last week, we began to talk on 21 principles for a holistic health plan. 21 principles for a holistic health plan. We talked about the principle of knowledge, principle of abstinence, principle of moderation, and principle of detoxification. And when we came to detoxification, we talked about Canoe principle, C-A-N-O-E. You cleanse your system, you alkalize your body, you nourish your body, you oxygenate your body, you eliminate waste from your body. That's the Canoe principle. Today, we are going to the 5th principle, and that is the principle of personal hygiene and environmental cleanliness. Principle of personal hygiene and environmental cleanliness. You know, when we talk of personal hygiene, I usually share a testimony about when I was in Greenwood Company. A woman came to me. You know, whenever they hear doctor, they think I'm a medical doctor. I always want to tell them that I'm not. And at that point, I've not been called to this ministry. Just that I was in Greenwood Company and I usually attend the training. So I learned quite a lot from the man coming to train us from Indonesia, Mr. Budiman. So that man, from his training, so when that woman came to me that his child is asthmatic, that the child was asthmatic. Every time the child could not sleep, he would be sneezing, So when she explains everything, I asked her, can you describe where this child sleeps, the room where the child sleeps? So she said that they have 3 rooms, but the brother and the wife, they had accommodation problem, so they occupied 1 room. Then 1 room is for the husband and herself, and 1 room is for the children, that all the children that are in school, but that one. So I asked her, describe the room where this boy go, because he's the last child. So she said they have clothes there, they have rug. You know that rug, not the center panel rug, the patient rug. You know then that they do rug wall to wall. So, excuse me, I asked her, how often do you clean the rug? She said they just repeat. So I told her, can you do what I'll ask you to, and let's see how it goes. Then see me maybe in the next 2 weeks. Because she came for me to recommend something. Because I wasn't a doctor, I don't usually recommend anything, except I know is in our booklets that you can be given this or this or this. So she left. She said she went home that day and called some people, and they removed that rug, because I told her, can you remove the rug and let that floor, because she told me it was terrazzo. Is it that marble, that old marble, not tiles, that one that is small, that was on the floor. So they removed the rug, rolled it and put it somewhere, and they cleaned it. That first day they removed that rug, that she found out that boy didn't cough as he used to cough. She said, can it be this rug? The next day, the boy did not cough. The second day, that boy did not cough. There was no running nose. So I told her to come in 2 weeks. On the fourth day, she came. She said, doctor, the death was in my house. I said, how? She said, is that rug? I said, are you serious? She said, since that day. Because I told her, take away the rug. She, make sure you kind of make sure all the clothes there, you touch them, clean the windows, clean the window blind, clean the mosquito net, and let's see, because many of us don't know that anytime there is no light and your neighbors put generator, the fumes from that generator, they enter your own house, including their own. What you will do for me now, when I finish this night, take white handkerchief or white towel, put it in water. Just go to your window, smell it from the big top to the bottom. Look at it, it will be black. That's to show you the effect of what is going into your body. An effective way to stem the tide of epidemics and the spread of diseases is to ensure personal cleanliness and environmental cleanliness. I have told us in this place that there are some deodorants. Any deodorant that contains aluminum, check the deodorant you are using. If it contains anything, aluminum, something, aluminum, it is not good for your system. When I said it in this program, and one of my friends heard it, I told her I don't use any roll-on that has aluminum. You know what she did? I told her to, because she stays mostly in US. She's in US now, but she's a Nigerian. So she went to one shop and asked the Oyibo people there, I want deodorants that are aluminum free. She said she was shocked to her marrow when the Oyibo woman said, see them there, that place, all of them there, aluminum free, no aluminum salt, aluminum, no aluminum. The woman said, sure. Since that day, herself, go, she will buy it for me. She will buy for herself. She stopped using it because they are not good for your kidneys. You know, your skin is the largest organ in your body, and anything that you apply into your body goes straight into your, anything you're applying on your skin. That's why don't go to do mix cream. That's why you see a beautiful woman, this place will be as dark as this. They will destroy her skin for nothing. Go and buy good cream. If not, do ori and coconut oil, correct one. It is better for you. You don't know the chemicals they are mixing for you. You don't know the effect it's having on your skin, both inside and outside. So make sure that some people, when you come near them, you know, I do exercise. At times, I usually stay at the back. People don't know why. If you go inside, you won't breathe. Some people won't take their bath before coming. Some people will be in their menstruation. Everything will jam together, smell everywhere. So I usually go and stay at the back. You know, when they ask me, I say, you know, I'm tall so that I don't block people. So when people notice that, they began to, anytime they hear smell, they will say, Doki said it too. Some people are not clean. In the morning, they can't have good shower. They don't know how to even bathe. When we were in secondary school, they told us how to bathe. You bathe. Clean your nose, clean your armpit, clean everywhere, clean your bronchitis. Wash it. Teach your children when they are growing up. Some people will go out, you think they're better. By the time they come back, they are still smelling. Telling you, when you have a house girl and you notice that she's smelling, you know what soap you get for her? Get Tetmo soap. That Tetmo soap, I think it's 300 naira now. So, and make sure, especially when somebody has body odor, make sure you help that person. Body odor at times for many adults is not about this. Some are when their intestines are rotten. It begins to tell on their skin. Then some are demonic odors that agents of darkness may inflict on you. I've heard testimonies that people will be smelling like rotten egg. I'm telling you the truth. So make sure around you, in my house, one of the things you do is to mop my house every day. Because anytime my nose is scratching me, I know there's dust in the atmosphere. So make sure you maintain personal hygiene and environmental cleanliness. That's principle number 5. Then principle number 6, principle of nourishment. Principle of nourishment. How do you nourish your body? Incorporate foods and elements that cure diseases and promote health and wellness. What are those? Raw nuts, raw vegetables, fresh fruits, even yam. There was a post I made, I think last week, that the best way to eat yam is to cook it with the back. Don't peel it, except maybe you are doing porridge. If you are eating it with stew or oil or anything, cook it with the back. Then you can remove it and eat. Some people even eat it with the back. I've seen a woman that eats the yam with the back like that. So our diets can be the source of all kinds of illnesses and diseases. Our diet, there is death in the pot. Many of us, there are deaths in our kitchen. One of the things you do as a woman is to make sure that the most important place in your house is your kitchen. What you give your family will determine how wealthy and how healthy your family will be. How do we nourish our bodies? What kind of foods are we supposed to eat? Food that nourish our bodies. Okay, what constitutes a balanced diet? What constitutes a balanced diet? You know, they tell us a mineral, this, oil, carbohydrate, protein, this, that. Let me tell you, the more you advance, the less you take carbohydrate. Carbohydrate should just be for you to get energy to move about. If you don't want your skin to be dried all the time, one of the things you do is to take water. You see why I recommend massage. Massage, when they massage your body, you know, your palm, the palm of your leg, that's the palm of your leg, represents all the organs in your body. All the organs in your body, they are reflected in your palm. We call it reflexology. There is a place they will press. It will be, and they are touching your heart. They are touching your kidney. They are touching your liver. They are touching your lungs. I'm telling you, on the palm, at the base of your leg. So that's why if you do massage, at the point of pressure, you may experience pain. You know why that pain? Inflammation. And inflammation is the breeding ground for disease. So make sure at any point in time, there's no inflammation. You know what I mean by inflammation? It's something that is like, is bogus. It's beyond the normal size. When you press it, you may feel pain. Now, the Bible made us to know in Genesis 1:29, let the fruit-bearing trees be your food. The father of modern medicine said, let food be your medicine and medicine your food. Anytime you are eating anything, eat food as medicine. And let that thing that is, because your body, medicine doesn't heal this body. What heals the body is the body itself. It is what you put in the body that will heal itself. because that's the way God created the body. God did not create the body that something outside will heal it. Because everything, have you not seen the inside of a human being? Do you see how complicated a human? Just take a diagram of maybe from throat to the reproductive side. You see how complicated all the wiring God did. God is infinite and awesome. That's why you have to honor this body, pamper this body, love yourself. Make sure that you appreciate you. Don't allow, some people, you may do everything you want. Your husband will not tell you thank you. Instead of to tell you thank you, he will switch face one kind. And if you are a chicken livered person, you will just go mourning of all the things I do in this house. This man doesn't appreciate. Nah, man. The lizard said, if I fall from the Iroko tree and I look up, I look down, and nobody say, well done, you know what I'll do? I will. That's why he will put his head up and down. I will tell myself, well done. Tell yourself, well done. When you have done so many things, even when you have finished cooking, tell yourself, well done. If you want to eat that food, you may hang your leg one side. Eat it very well. Eat it very well. Carry plates. Go and wash. If you have somebody, then they come and carry this plate. Put music. Enjoy your life. Now, death can also be mothers and wives. The best hospital in the world is your kitchen. The best hospital in the world is your kitchen. Death can also be brewed there. What you give your family may be death in the pot. If you go to Psalm 104, 13 to 15, and then Acts 14, 17, you will see that God made provision for what we are supposed to do and how we are supposed to care for our bodies. Now, principle number 7, principle of appropriate eating. Many of us don't eat appropriately. You see them. At times, when I go to occasion, I will just stand by like this and I monitor people. I'm not telling you uneducated people, elites, lawyers, doctors, professors, what they eat, how they eat. I'll just be saying cheers. One of my leaders in one business I did, he's late now. There was a day we went to one place to have dinner. And he brought what he was to eat. Hey, I looked at him, I said, okay, what do you have on this plate? He said, it's bread and soup. I said, bread and soup, you are eating this night. He said, this one is just the first one. I'm going to get what I will eat. True to his word, when he demolished that, he went and brought, is it the goosey soup and the eba? Jesus. Hey, that day, I froze. Not only him, people were eating, If you see me, at a point, I began to unwrap my laptop because they gave us laptop that day just to distract my mind. I began to unwrap it so that I will be distracted. If you see what people are eating, let me tell you, any cooked food is a dead food. And any food that is cooked in a public place is not the best of it, except maybe fruit and vegetable. There is a particular restaurant. I told one of us, I will never eat there again. You know why? You know why? Their food is overly salted. And if you don't want to struggle with your heart as you are growing older, run away from salt. That was what the cardiologist told me. So, principle of appropriate eating. You have to give the body the right thing. It will give you all out. It will give you all out of life. You know, some people live to eat, but rather eat to live. I will say it again. Some people eat to live, but I say rather eat, live to eat. Make sure anything that you are putting in your mouth is something that is pushing you towards wellness. Now, eating should be done moderately, even when the food is healthy. Even when the food is healthy. Even when remember, I think we have done the principle of moderation. Even when the food is healthy, it has to be, you know, now there was a mechanism I put in place for my life this year. I will share with us. I just told myself last year that I will lose weight this year. And I won't take any pill, but I'll consciously lose weight. You know what I say I will do? I say I will be doing intermittent fasting. It's not that I will fast from 6 to 6. So if I'm not doing prayer, basically meant for that, it may not be, but I will just go out from food, eat vegetable, go out, just make sure that my body, because the moment you don't eat, your body begins to use the stored fats as energy. That's why if you want to do fasting blood sugar, if you don't do it before 9, they will tell you to come back the next day. You know why? At that point, you know, you fasted. So they want to know, they want to get the reading. At that point, your body has started using the stored fats as energy. So the reading can be correct. I've gone to do tests at Cleanliness also at Oshodi. So that day, they told me to come before 9. Somehow, I came around after 10. They checked the time and they said that they can't get the correct reading, that they may get reading that will say that I have high blood sugar, whereas I don't have. So the woman explained to me why I should come. Because if after, you know, when you fast, when you sleep, your body has fasted. When you wake up, that's what they call breakfast. So the body from, let's say 8, and they will tell you not to take anything from 8. So let's say from that 8, you didn't take anything, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When that body at that point did not get anything inside, it begins to call up the stored fat in the body and convert it glucose. It begins to use it. So the lady told me that's why if I insist that they do the test, they may get a wrong reading. So that's why I should come back the next day. So that next day I came back and I was there around 8:30. So they said yes. At that point, my body was still like that. So they took it. And when it showed, it didn't show, it showed normal sugar. He said, she told me, you see, if they had insisted in doing it, it may read that I have my blood sugar is high, which is not correct. So these are the things you know when you go to do this test. Now, the subject of timing in diet is of great importance as it affects the activities going on in the body. You see, why we usually tell people in the morning, let the first thing that will enter your mouth be water. It can be normal water, lukewarm water. It may be, what's the time? It may be normal water or lukewarm water or warm water with lemon. You know what happens when you do that? It brings up, you know, it wakes up your organs slowly. And you know, when you start a car, you will see, just check what I'm telling you. If you start a car in the morning, you see it doing. If you don't press wham, wham, wham on the accelerator, leave it like that. You'll be looking at the temperature. It will go up. By the time you know it tunes down. That's the way the body works. Don't jumpstart your body with a bag. Your body is your car. Your body is your vehicle. Your body is that thing that carries you. You are going to Maldives, you are going to Cameroon, you are going to US, you are going to France. It's your body. If your body is not with you, you can't go anywhere. Now, when you have learned to control your appetites and your cravings and center your choice of food on what will generate and replenish your system, you'll be giving the cells and tissues of your body the life mineral elements, vitamins, and other nutrients they need. They, in turn, will reward you with good health, energy, vigor, vitality, and a longer life. This was given by Dr. Norman Walker. When you give your body what they need, they will give you back energy. Have you not noticed that there's a kind of food you take, you start yawning, showing that you are tired? Go and take pizza and Five Alive and all those junk. You will find that if you take it a night before, in the morning, the hunger that will wiring you, because you don't, is zero nutrient. Zero nutrient. Your body is crying. I need help. Oh, I need help. Oh, help me. Oh, what did you put inside me? Oh, that's why you are tired and you are hungry. Then number 8, principle of hydration. Principle of one day. After this, I will put one day out to talk to us about water. If you know what is in water, nobody will tell you to be taking water. Number 8 is principle of, please, are you following me? If you are getting value, please, can you type a 3 on the chat as we go on? We started from principle number 5, principle of personal hygiene and environmental cleanliness. We did principle of nourishment, principle of appropriate eating. I remembered one of us, I saw her here, Pastor Uche. Pastor Uche was sick 2 years ago, so can't remember, very sickly. But how did she recover herself? By food, by her lifestyle. She began to jettison so many things that contributed to that ill health. She's full of energy. Short at times, I have energy. At times, I'll be wondering at her own energy with her gay leg. I'm telling you, she used food to re-engineer her system. So you can do it. She re-engineered, no sickness. So the only thing now she may treat, she may say, mosquito bit me so much, let me take malaria. She was so sick that we were afraid of her life. But today, because how can you struggle, raise children through school, do this? You can't even be alive and well to enjoy the fruit of what you have done. Although I've told you, don't depend on your children. If you don't want to be disappointed, ask God to give you something to do. Number 8, principle of hydration. A hydrated body is a fertile ground. A dehydrated body is a fertile ground for diseases to thrive. Water must not be substituted for other drinks or beverages. Water must never have a substitution. Always take water at intervals. You see me now. If I push now, this, you will see. What you will see here now is, you see bottles of water. If you go to the side now, you see another bottle of water here. So you know why? I don't want to be caught off guard. I always want to make sure that it's handy. If you don't like drinking water, let me give you a tip on how to enjoy your water. If you don't like drinking water, what you will do, get something like mug, not flask, just mug. Put water there. Go and get pineapple, cut it, put it there. Put carrot there, cucumber there. You may even put a pinch of honey, just small. You're taking it. When the water finishes, pour another water. By the time you know it, you start loving to drink water. Some people, one woman told me that if she drinks water the way I drink, she will throw up. So you know what I told her? I told her to do this. So she began to do it. Now she said, Doki, I can drink water like fish. And many of the times she was complaining, stiff necks, hips, pain at her back, you know, because of many of us are always with our phone, bending, our neck, our shoulder, our back is always affected. That's why you have to be doing massage. Let them, if they are doing this massage, by the time they press the back, you see, do again. Where are those things? When they want to turn your head, they will say, do it clockwise like this. By the time they know it, you hear pattern. Telling you, you are flexible. But if everything is stiff like this, water will help to lubricate every joint. Principle of hydration is the 80th principle. Now, I think we'll stop at the 9th one. The 9th principle is principle of physical activity. Body is meant for movement. Exercise retards aging. If you don't want to age, begin to do exercise, walking in your house, around your house. Exercise moderately and regularly, as sedentary living promotes disease. When my sister began to be sedentary, I was afraid for her life because she's huge. I just told her, sister, come, let two of us go to Lagos. I needed to steal her out of that her environment because when she comes to my house now, no herself now, she will eat food. She will go and take her food, carry the plate back. Most times I will tell her, let's go to do exercise. I will carry her in the car. I will say, oh yeah, let's walk. Even if she's tired. A woman that when they brought to our exercise place, she couldn't walk from one pole to the other. What is pole? From where I'm seated now to where the light in front of me is. The children will put chair. She will walk. They will put chair. But you see this woman now. If I go to do exercise, she will be upstanding for 1 hour something. The power of physical exercise. If you see her tummy covered her laps. Her laps. Now, you can differentiate her tummy from her laps. So the principle of physical activity. Exercise is not about the intensity, but not about the intensity, but about the consistency. Because in consistency lies the power. Make sure you move. Make sure you move. If you buy a new car and keep it in the garage, it will spoil. No matter how good, no matter how it will spoil. You don't buy a new car. God made the body for movement. That's why we have legs, we have hands, we have eyes. Everything is moving. And they say somebody is dead when that person can't talk again, can't open or close the eyes, can't open or close the mouth, can't raise the hand. That's when the person is dead. And the modern day smoking is the chair. The modern day smoking is the chair. Run away from chair. So I think we'll stop at this because we need to take it small. No rush. We are not rushing to anywhere. So we are stopping at principle of physical activity. When you do exercise, it helps your brain to circulate body well, blood well. It helps your lungs to get in enough oxygen. It helps your joints. It helps your skin to expel toxins. That's why when you're exercising or when you are doing anything, just use your tip of the tongue, touch the sweat. You see it's salted to show you the level of toxins coming out from your body. And your skin is the largest organ of your body, and they expel toxins the most. So we have come to the end. I don't know whether you got value. If you are joining me for the first time, this is Great Life with Dr. Afoma. And Great Life is a program of Healthy Race Ministry International. And Healthy Race Ministry International is an online ministry. We meet every Thursday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. We do fellowship. And if you want to be part of that community, you must go on uncooked food challenge for 3 days. You won't eat anything cooked in fire by fire through fire. That's the only condition. Once you're able to do that, we admit you. And then we talk about health in all ramifications. And in 2019, the Lord told me to begin this program, Great Life with Dr. Afoma. And it airs every Sunday evening by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So anywhere I am, by God's grace, anywhere in the world, I always do this program. When we went to Singapore, it was 3 a.m. Singaporean time. I did it. So this is our episode 176. Here we talk about health and wellness as it concerns us, in our soul, in our spirit, mentally, financially, because even if you are not without disease and you don't have money to buy the necessary things you need, you are not healthy. Not healthy. So thank you so very much. If you are joining me for the first time, we welcome you, and we are delighted that you are here. Make sure next Sunday you come with your friend. I don't know whether you got value from what we have shared tonight. We are on principle number 9. From next week, we continue from principle number 10. And as we go on, you will see why you need what we are talking about. I'm not a medical doctor, so don't be afraid. How do I do it? I'm an ordinary person like you. Ordinary person. I don't know anything about medicine. I'm not even a science student. But God, when God called me to this ministry, He began to help me. He taught me many things, and I began to go to school. He told me, go and study in line with the mission, the mandate given to you. That's why at times you see people struggling over certain things. I'll just keep quiet. When I told somebody, I gave somebody 4.9 million to do something for me, and the guy didn't do it. Hey, he said, what? We could have used police. You know what I just said? People kill people because of 20,000. You saw the one that killed a girl because of 150,000. I said, my life is much more than 4.9 million. The boy, they were, where they go. Have I done that? I even went ahead, did it. Till today, and they tell you till today. Because I don't want stress. Some people will, because of 5,000 naira, kill themselves for nothing. I know they there. You know, last Sunday, I told us that they brought the lights and they took the light, that I need to get fresh air. I had to go down. So when I went down, I found out that other people had lights except my building. So I told my girl, go and get the NEPA file where we put card. So I called the guy that usually helps me to buy the card. I said, Shay, the 50,000 I gave you, you loaded the card. He said, yes, ma'am. I took the card. I have not done it for the first time because the meter I use is the one I can, on my chair like this, punch it, my light will go on. But this one, you have to go and slot it, insert it. So he told me how to insert. I inserted, it didn't go. He said I didn't do it well. I inserted, the light came. So when the light came, I saw 400 and something. 400, either 424 something. So I told the girl, go and bring that something. I called him. I said, I saw 400 and something. He said, no, he did talk. So I told the girl, go and bring that, that file. I checked the last time, 3 times he bought the light. He didn't bring receipts. The last receipt he brought to me was December 19. And I looked 50,000. It was, energy was 762.69. So when I saw 400 and something, you know what I did? I said, okay. Because I don't want stress. Some people will be shouting, da, 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 da. You are enjoying yourself. Anytime you shout on somebody, you are shouting on that, but your liver is crying for you. You know what I did? I just kept quiet. 3 days later, he came. I already told my girl that day, I don't want to see anybody. So when he came, he was knocking. My girl told me he was the one. I told her, I don't want to see anybody. So he kept banging on the gate. I said, go and tell him that mommy is around. But mommy said he doesn't want to see anybody. So he chatted me and said, I am at the gate. I want to take the card light, the light card, something like that, just to take the card. I said, don't worry. I will go and meet those people myself. I want you to pay attention. I want to go and meet those people myself. I spend a lot on lights that I can't explain. I want to see their boss before I will buy light again. Thank you. And I waka go there. I waka. When I went there, I just asked them, 50,000 lights can give me how much light? They calculated it and says 762.68. Exactly that one. I asked them, how much is the tariff? It says 61 naira. So you see, for me to have given him 50,000 for 760 something, and he bought 400, meaning it may be 20,000 or 25 or 30 or anything. So when I wanted, I'm just telling you, when I wanted to go and verify at the point how much, you know what Pastor Uche told me, because I was talking with her, she said, sis, leave him, you have already found out what you wanted to find out. You may go now. The amount of lights he bought may make you angry, and this one will be injuring yourself. You know what I did? I say yes. You know what I did? I bought 100,000 lights. I kept it. I wanted to do it 50,000. They told me they won't put it except the light is discharged that I've used, because I've not used this card, that it will be discharged. But the boy will take 100,000 from me and say he will put this one. I don't know. You see, my girl went to church today. When I was eating, my girl came to me and said, Mommy, that uncle that used to come here, I saw him, I greeted him. He did not answer me. He did not answer me. I just pretended. I said, which uncle? He said, that uncle that used to come here. You know, every time he comes, he will go and take malt. He will go and take water, because he's on my dining now. He will go and take water, and he will put it in a bag. If I say, Mom is coming, he will do fast. That even one day, those man were telling him, give us water now. So every day the boy will come here and be collecting water. So you see, when people want to take you for a fool, you don't fight them. You just take your life back. Now, Shebi light, they'll buy light, don't finish. I even collected that gas number. Go. I said, please, if I pay money into this account and I call you and you confirm that it has delivered, can I send my girl with the card and you load it? He said, yes, ma, perfect. I said, oh, buddy. This was the guy that was driving me one day. He drive nonsense, and they brought down the fender of my car. He jumped out and started shouting. I said, excuse me. Don't allow people to upset you for nothing. I said, excuse me. We drove carelessly. Please look for something and tie this thing and let's get out of here. So please, I'm pampering myself. They may say I do big woman. Your life is your own portion. Once your health is destroyed, your own don't finish. Thank you so very much. I love you. That's why I care. Thank you. Let's make sure that we go out on Saturday and vote. Don't bother about what is happening. I know that it will end in grace. Thank you. I love you. This is Dr.Favour, Afoma Chukwumolisa, reaching you live from Lagos State. Don't know whether you have one thing to say or contributions to make. Wow. Mimi is here. Thank you so very much, all of you. Don't do any waka. Whoa. Not now and again, no. Not now and again, no. Don't go. Just anytime anybody wants to do what I want you know what to say. I prize my life. I prioritize my life. This thing will not go down with my organ and my liver. I need to tell them that we are together. We are work together with your body. You see, you will not be getting sick. And even if there is a whole lot of pressure on you, God will give you, because you have already positioned your body to repel pressure. They won't devastate you the way people may think. So thank you so very much. I love you, and that's why I always show up. You have something
Doctor, thank you so very much, Doctor. This is Mary and Ilora. Thank you so very much. I was laughing because you know, you don't know the value you are giving us. You know, it touched a lot of things. And when you were talking, I said, so that was thinking of people. I said, there's some type of people that are poor and proud. And when you use that word, I say, oh God, you're working. Because you know, in this life, so many people, they don't want to learn. They feel they know all. But so all these nuggets, because once I remember it, I saw it on your status, I said, God, I must attend this because I know the value I get. Okay, you're drinking water, a lot of things. It touches every aspect of life, raising children. So this is a program everybody should. And I will make it a point of duty to also share it so that people that want to have value, they come, because it's something that is holistic. Thank you so very much, Doctor. Thank you for what you're doing. God bless you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. I really appreciate that. So thank you so very much. Have a pleasant week ahead. God bless you and have a fantastic night rest. Bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.